Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Playbook Diaries podcast. I am your host, Jordan May, and we have got a new segment for you called Recruit Corner. Today on the show, we're joined by one of the most electric wide receivers in Texas high school football, Imari Jehiel from Forney High School, a rising star in the class of 2026 and recent Texas Tech commit. Imari has made a name for himself with his big play ability, game-changing speed, and a work ethic that sets him apart. We're diving into his recruiting journey, his mindset on and off the field, and what's next as he prepares for the next level. Let's get into it. Imari, welcome to the show.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. Doing
Good?
great. Yes, ma'am.
All righty. So for this segment, we're going to do a little icebreaker just to get you a little bit more comfortable with the camera, okay? So these are like quick shots. You want to fire these off as fast as possible, but it's like your preference, okay? Okay. Favorite sports movie?
Ooh, love and basketball.
Something people don't know about you?
I could sing.
Okay. If you can meet anyone dead or alive, who would you meet?
Odell Beckham Jr. That's the GOAT.
Your NIL money has just hit your account. What's your first purchase?
Probably getting something for my mom. Gotta get something for my mom.
Okay. Who is your toughest matchup?
Ooh, this year, probably Gianni Edwards from North Forney.
Okay. And then any pregame rituals or suspicions that you have?
I feel like you gotta kiss the turf. You gotta just, you know what I'm saying, just get a feel for it and everything. You gotta show love to the turf so it can show love to you.
Okay. I love it. I love the enthusiasm. Okay, so the portion that everybody is waiting to hear, the recruiting process. So we'll start off by that first offer. Getting that first offer, describe to me what that felt like and who was the first offer.
Okay. Well, it's just like, it's always gonna be a surreal feeling when you get your first offer. There's just like getting like a Lamborghini for your birthday or something. It just brings so much excitement. And when I got my first offer, it was after a spring practice.
Okay.
So we go in there, have a regular practice like I always do. And then after the practice, the Texas Southern coach, Coach Wilson, come up to me. He say, "Here, take my card." So give him a call later, talk on the phone, just say he liked my game and then my film and everything. And he just offered me right there. And then I was in my room. And, you know, it's like a call, it's not FaceTime. So I'm in there jumping around, jumping everywhere, like moving my sheet saver. I'm just doing stuff.
Okay, so one thing I like about that is, like, you admitted, like, you're not too cool for school.
Yeah,
like, you get excited.
Yeah.
That's always good to see, like, enthusiasm in people.
Of course.
Okay, inside the DMs, y'all are very difficult to contact. I've talked to many college coaches, and the biggest issue is getting in contact with you guys. So answer for me. Are your DMs open, or do you have to follow somebody back for them to be able to message you?
My DMs are open. They're open, but sometimes I get too busy.
Okay.
Sometimes I get busy and I don't check like the requests and stuff because you do gotta.
Okay, it's filtered.
Like if you don't follow them back, but if you follow them back, then there should be like some quick, easy access. Really.
Okay, y'all gotta fix that. It's so difficult contacting.
Yeah, Instagram and everything.
I felt like a stalker in y'all's comments, like, "Hey, DM me, hey," whatever I said. I'd send so many all the time.
Yeah, we just get distracted.
I'll allow that. What do you wish someone told you before you started the recruitment process?
That's gonna be a long process. Like it's gonna be a long road. It's not gonna be easy. Cause at first when you getting the offers, you getting excited. You getting like, yeah, I want more. Like you hungry for them. So you not expecting all the overwhelmness and everything to come when it's time to make that decision. Cause you spend all this time racking up all your offers, and then now it's time to pick one of them out of all these schools. So it's just like that's a process to go through right there.
Now, can you go through some of the offers that you did have?
I had Kansas State, SMU, TCU, Tulane, Arkansas State. I had I had Tech, of course, Houston. Who else? Utah State. Then there's a lot more. Oh, Texas State. I had a lot like different divisions and stuff.
Okay, so the South showed you a lot of love.
Yeah.
The South showed you a lot of schools from the South.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Texas schools.
Yes,
okay, and you already mentioned that the process can be overwhelming. Was it motivating as well?
It was, because once you get that first offer, you just want more. You just keep being hungry to try to go for a bigger school. You know, when you get to a certain point, you just like, I really want this. Like, I really want this.
So, like, How frequently do you check your stats? Like as far as like your ranking in Texas, your national ranking, or do you check it at all?
I rarely check it because like politics and stuff like that's for them to, I'm just here to play football. So if I just come here and play football like I'm supposed to, then all that other stuff gonna follow behind. So
That's good. I love that mindset. You really seem level-headed. We're gonna get into the campus visits.
Okay.
Don't go too in detail because I got a game for you later. But and campus visits and decision pressure. How do you balance the hype of a school versus the fit of the school being, like if you're a good fit for like, the schemes that they run versus like reality?
You really just balance it off of you. Like you go in there and when you go into a visit, you always want to fill that spot for you if you were there, like when you go there in the future. So I go there, try to get a good bond with the players while you're down there, and then get a good relationship with the coaches. And if y'all have a good relationship, like by the time the visit done, like you can feel yourself going there. And because sometimes you can go on visits and you can feel when a coach like they don't really mess with you like that, or like you're not on a top board or whatever, and you can you can definitely tell the difference. So you just tell the difference. You just really got to have a feel for it. You got to trust yourself.
Okay, I like it. How did you decide which schools to initially take seriously when there are so many coming at you? Like, first of all, about how many offers did you have in total?
21, 22.
So when you have that many, how do you start narrowing stuff down? Because obviously, like, you don't visit all 21 schools.
Yeah, true.
So how did you do that process?
Well, like most people, they have like a place where they want to be. They have a bar set for where they want to go. So my bar, it was like all the big schools like Alabama, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's not that I wanted to go to play at like a big division school, which I kind of did. Like, I do want to play where they play on TV every day and, every week. So it was just, I was just going by rankings and mediums and everything, like ranking my biggest schools and then my smaller schools and like trying to find somewhere, where it's like fit best for me.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into the first game.
Okay.
Where we are I want you to consider what factors mattered most to you.
Okay.
And what you're going to do on our board and in our bag of goodies. Our producers. Here you go. And if you open up that bag, it's like 8 little pieces of like things. And you can take this board. And once you figure out how you want to order them, it's ugly on the back, so we don't want to show the bag. But once you order those little things, you tell us what was ranked, like what were rank them in order of top priority to.
Okay. All right. First up, we got championship chances. I mean, I feel like this one don't really matter because wherever you go, you want to win the championship. So you're supposed to be the player that brings the championship to that school. So that one, that's probably like at the bottom. That's not really a priority for real. I don't like that one.
Okay.
Pro pipeline. So that's like all the pros that went through the school?
Well, just like basically just what is the probability of them sending you to the pros from that program?
See, this is probably a good one because you do want to look at this because if you go into a school where nobody goes to the NFL or something, so like you don't really want to go to a school where your chances are already low. You want to put yourself in a good spot to where you have a decent shot. I'll put that one at 5. That's like in the middle.
Okay.
That's like in the middle. Program history.
What's their record for success on average? What does the program stand for? What are their values?
True. See, this one is a good one because this one is up on my list. Like the program history, it's a big one, but it's not a big one because at the same time, you want to go to the school to make program history, but it's good to go to a school where it's already history there to add to. So that's like above this one.
Okay. What's this one that's turned over?
What's this one? Academics. This is a big one. A lot of athletes don't really take this one serious, know. But academics is a big one. My mom always tell me, keep your grades first. Student, athlete, so you always got to be a student first. So this one is number 1.
Oh wow, we've never had that before.
See, that one's number 1. They don't realize that one.
Because you ain't gonna play football forever.
Yeah, you're not gonna play football forever. So after football, you gotta have something to go off of. location, that doesn't really matter because Boston was in my top 8, and I really like Boston. It was a good school. I didn't expect to really like Boston like that because it's way up north. So when I went down there, it was actually nice, and I saw myself playing there. But then Tech came and they got me. Tech came and got me. Coaching staff. You got to know your coaching staff. That's probably one of the biggest for sure. If you know your coaching staff and you know the coaching staff mess with you, that's where you want to go. Because if the coaching staff don't mess with you, then, yeah, you don't want to go there. Oops.
So you get that one ring tie. Okay,
Yeah.
The last 2, we got depth chart and athletic facilities.
I might have to move one down.
Which one you want to move?
I want to move pro pipeline down here.
Okay.
And then program history right above it.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Depth chart. Now, this is a big one, too.
Okay. Why?
Because if you want to go to, like, a big school like Georgia or, like, Alabama, or even, like, a small school, you want to look at the depth chart and look at the people that's playing in front of you or that will play in front of you, like older people. Because if you go to a school where they have 20 receivers already and you looked at them and they all look better than you
not touching the field.
You're not touching it. You want to go somewhere where you at least have a good chance of touching the field. So make sure you always look at your depth chart and look at the people in front of you and just see what you can learn from them. And yeah, that's important.
Okay.
Athletic facilities. This one it's important, but it's more on the important side than it is not.
Okay.
Because if you go to a school where the rehab program not that great, you know, and you can't get your body back good if something go wrong, then you don't want to go there. But you also don't want to go to a school where they have they got all the PS5s and all the games lined up, but they don't have no cold tub, hot tub where you gotta. So that's a big part into it.
Putting the money, investment in the wrong things.
Yeah, in the wrong things.
All right, so there you have it. Here is his recruitment top priorities. You see it here first. We'll get a picture before you leave
Yes,
of
ma'am.
that. And so I'll take that. Pass me that bag, and we'll pass this back to our producer. Thank you. All righty. That was good. I like how you walked through and explained it. I was not expecting you to explain it, but I'm glad that you did. So now, I hate to do this to you, but we're going to play another game.
Okay.
Because I'm goofy. So we'll take this box. In here, actually, you can hold the box in your lap, and that would be best.
Okay.
I'm going to list off some things, and you pull the handle and show the handle of the school that is the answer to your question, okay?
Okay.
All right. Best school colors. And this is only, so of the schools that are in his box, it is his top 8 decisions. So the schools that you announced were your top 8, you tell me who these answers are out of them.
Best school colors.
Who had the best school colors?
Okay. Can I put 2 if it's 2?
You can put 2. I'll let you do 2.
Well, that's hard though.
You looking at the box of your top 8.
They all got some good colors. Okay, but these are 2.
Texas Tech and SMU.
Yeah, I like SMU because the red and blue.
I went to SMU. I did not like them colors
You
together.
didn't like the red and blue?
I like programs if they're like blue or red. The combination, I was like, it's giving like
too?
rebel. It's like giving like, the rebels from the army. I was like, I don't like this.
But the white, I don't know. It's just like something about the red, blue, and white. That just like
Very American. Very American.
Yeah, but the red and black and white, those are my
Clean.
3 favorite colors right there. Like
I like
can't go
Texas
wrong.
Tech's color scheme.
You can never go wrong with just red, black, and white. Can't.
You can't. Okay, best uniforms.
Best uniforms. Let me see. TCU.
TCU.
No, they have like the Black Panther collar around that.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Like the little the horn frog
Yeah.
one, but it does look like the one from Black Panther. Okay.
And they got the blood frog, so it's like I think it's red. It's like
it's like red and green. It got green in it too, right? Like it's the alternative jerseys that they wear for like a bowl game or something.
It's like
I know that they have red in it.
black.
I like it.
It's nice. It's like I think they got all red. It's all red something. I just know it's crazy because it's just
Like that red, that dark gray.
with the purple.
Yeah.
Purple. Like that's just that's
Okay,
hard.
that's a good answer. I love that. I was not thinking TCU.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who had the best city?
Best city, like what do you mean? Like
Like
culture?
the school that is in the city, like you can do like best like location city, best the city with the best weather, however you take that one, the best city.
Okay, I got 2 for this one.
Okay.
So Houston and Boston College.
I knew you was picking Houston.
Like Houston, come on now. Houston, it's like everything in Houston. They got a mall. They got all the food in the world. They got just everything.
Okay.
Everything in Houston.
And then Boston, you said you liked it.
Boston is just nice. Like,
it's pretty?
Yeah, it's
I've
nice.
never
Like
been.
when you go up there, it feels like you in like an Assassin's Creed game. Like it's just nice. Like it look modern. Like you in England.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an England type feel, and then all the schools around Boston are like smart. You got like Harvard.
Yeah. Okay.
You got all like the smart schools, so it just like look nice.
Okay. All right. Best football facilities.
This one's pretty easy. All right.
Tech. Okay. Good answer.
Yeah.
Best game day atmosphere. And or this one you can kind of like guess like what you've seen on like TV and in the media.
Okay.
Because I'm like, have you been to all 8 of your top 8 schools?
No.
Okay. So
Sorry,
you
I'm
answered
gonna
that to the
guess.
best of your ability.
Best
game day atmosphere.
Game day atmosphere. From what I've seen, Tech and SMU.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't SMU.
No, I've seen SMU's like I've been to like 2 games. I've been to 2 games, and the 2 games I went to, it was jumping. So
You went to a playoff game? Or what game did you go to?
They played Florida State. They played Florida State.
Okay.
and
That would have
then-
been packed out. They would have brought out all. They would have put all the bells
and they beat them
whistles.
too. So I was like, oh. And I was on a visit then. I was like, oof.
Okay. All right. Shout out to SMU. Shout out to my alma mater.
Hey, shout out.
All right. Last one. Best non-athletic related opportunities.
Let me see. Oh, business. I'm a ambassador with Soulfly and like the cleats. So I'm an ambassador for those, and I'm open to any other businesses. So that's the only one I have for right now. But the other ones, yeah.
But what school had the best non-athletic opportunities? So like
what school?
internship opportunities, or I don't even know. That could be a lot.
I see what you mean.
Okay.
Where is it at? Definitely Tech and Boston College.
Okay.
Boston College, when I went down there, another reason why I liked it so much, because the New Balance headquarters are down there. It's like
I didn't know that.
It's like 15 minutes, 15, 20 from the school, and then we got to go look at it, and it was just nice.
Okay.
Like, they got like an indoor track in the facility, and then they got 4 different types of like field. Like they got a baseball field, basketball court, track, and then they got like a football field right in one floor of a building.
Oh, that's all indoor?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. I
And
never
then
heard that. I ain't never heard of that before.
Track, you got the indoor track, upstairs, 3rd floor, and then like 4 basketball courts. It's just crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, that's the end of that game, so we'll get that back to the producer.
Yeah.
Did I take the lid? I did take the lid. Okay. So we'll jump right back into the interview. Walk me through the moment that you knew Texas Tech was for you. Like, when it clicked in your head, like, I got to go with Tech.
Okay. So basically, on my visit, we was driving down there, and before we was going, Tech on my list, they were like top 4 out of the top 8 at first, and then because at first it was Texas State and Boston College.
Okay.
So it wasn't even Texas Tech at first. They was like on my list because they did recruit me hard. So I knew it was the right moment when I went down there and just seen all the facilities and just seen the city. Because everybody say there's nothing in Lubbock. And it's not around everything, but
it's not. But Texas Tech is a true, like, you know, like in the movies, like it's a true like college town where everybody rallies around the college team. And I always tell players, I'm like, there's nothing like playing in a city where you're the celebrity in the city versus like, you know, your USC's. Everybody says like, so no one's paying attention to collegiate sports. It's 50s professional sports. So you know, USC most of the time doesn't even sell out their stadium. Whereas like if you go to a place like Tech, like, that's all that's going on in the city. True. So it seems like a bad thing, but it's like, it makes game days better. Yeah. Game days are always better in college towns.
True.
So, we're going to go into your personal journey and your background. How did your mindset shift once those D1 schools started reaching out?
I don't feel like my mindset really shifted at all. I feel like I stayed level-headed, and then I just I really got hungrier.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I got my first offer, I was like, man, I want more.
Okay.
Like I want this school. I want this school. I started putting like schools in the back of my mind that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So like when that time came, it's like expected.
Okay.
So
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had already prepared yourself,
Yeah.
so it was no mindset shift. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a moment that made you realize like I'm really competing at this level? Like this is like what I've worked hard for. It's now becoming a reality.
Yeah, definitely. Cause really, when you see like all your friends that you play football with growing up, and
Mhm.
just seeing them go D1 and see where they taking it, it's like
Mhm.
really motivation. Cause you used to be playing football with this person in like
Yeah.
the apartments and everything. So like seeing them just go be great, you know, it just motivates you to do the same thing. Y'all really just going off each other.
Okay, motivating each other too.
Mhm.
And then for your social life, have you had to sacrifice and miss out on a couple of things in order to chase the dream?
Yes, I definitely had to. You definitely got to just learn how to be self-disciplined and just do you. Don't let anybody else like come into your circle and try to like mess everything up. Cause it's gonna be people that definitely try to like get into your circle and just make you sacrifice everything to go do something that you don't want to do, and you just gotta learn to say no and just
That's
be on
good.
you.
That's important because we've seen many people lose scholarships because they did not have the discernment
Yeah.
to say, no, I can't do that. I can't be there. I can't do this with y'all. So that I'm glad you mentioned that. We'll go into school sports and like your life balance.
Okay.
Is it hard managing class, managing like, you know, you're missing school sometimes to go to some of these visits and like practice and homework. Do they give y'all homework in school nowadays? Because I used to be a teacher and I'm like, we don't give homework no more.
I mean, we get homework sometime, but it's like when you do all your work in class, the only way you get homework is if you don't do your work in class.
Okay, well, I'm glad that has changed for your generation because that was not the case.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, your mental game. How are you handling like the pressure, rankings, and expectations, whether that be your own expectations or the expectations that others have of you?
Mm-hmm. Well, it definitely is a lot of pressure on you. Like once you get all those offers and stuff, people gonna hold you to like a different standard. And what I do is I just live up to that standard every day. Everything I do, I just try to be the best at it. So when they ever need somebody to, you know what I'm saying, be that person, I'll be that person and just step up.
Okay.
And do that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then who helps you stay grounded when things get loud? Who's someone that you can go to kind of like level you back out when you are getting like anxious and?
Really, I try to keep myself. I try to keep myself just because I can recognize like when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to and just like get back on track. But
like refocus.
Yeah, but if I get too far off balance, I know my mom, she always gonna get on my behind and just, you know, keep me right on track where I need to be.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then as we round out the interview, beyond the field, what interests do you have outside of football?
I really like making TikToks and dancing on TikTok and just showing my dancing abilities. Maybe I might start showing my singing abilities, but I don't know if they ready for that. So I don't know.
Okay, you did mention that you can sing. We will be following you on TikTok to see if you update that. And then, do you have an idea of what you want to major in when you get to college, or like just an interest? It doesn't have to be firm.
I want to major in entrepreneurship because I've been taking like entrepreneurship classes all throughout high school, and I really like see the like the little outline of like the business industry, and I really like it because it's really not hard, and I like being self-driven. So making my own business, I feel like I can just prepare myself to run a business real good, and I can just put myself out there with like the marketing stuff out there. I do good with marketing, so I feel like I can be good in that field.
Okay. And question, like, wait, was this your first interview?
Yes.
It was?
Yes.
Okay, well, you did a great job. That's the end of the interview. You guys have heard it here first. The Playbook Diaries, we've got Taz.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to go to Texas Tech and see how you do. We wish you nothing but the luck. Nothing but the luck. We wish you nothing but the best of luck in your endeavor, in your future endeavors. And I hope everything goes the way that you want it to go in life.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye, y'all.